Hello, folks. This is Red Labor, and I hope this day finds you well. I want to talk about Ron Paul, Rand Paul, and the Southern Avenger, also known as Jack Hunter. To quickly surmise, as a man of the left, many of you have heard my opinions. Many of you to keep up with this video channel, and people who knows me politically knows where I stand on Ron Paul. Frankly, I'm not a libertarian, and especially when it comes to economics. Certainly, I think that Ron Paul is a tad bit too socially conservative to qualify as a libertarian in the way most people define a libertarian. And I don't know if I could get myself to ever support Ron Paul for political office. Having this said, I do respect the man. I do respect the man for several reasons. He's got some baggage, but I have to respect the man because he's a libertarian that's working within the Republican Party to fight one of the negative forces in the Republican Party, which will be the warmongering neoconservative elements. And also, having him in the 2008 and 2012 Republican primaries, I love seeing the infighting within the Republican Party. Even those on the left, liberals and other sorts of leftists that may not care for Ron Paul at all, should take delight in seeing how divisive he is in the Republican Party. There are good things about Ron Paul. I mean, he's correct to be against war, especially stupid wars. He's correct to be against the drug war. He was correct on the Patriot Act, on the National Defense Authorization Act, and on really crucial issues pertaining to civil liberties, torture, what have you. He's been a very good fighter on those issues, and regardless of how much you disagree with the man, if you're good on these issues, you're good on these issues. And also, if you're not pleasing Rush Limbaugh, people like Rush Limbaugh have a problem with Ron Paul, something tells me the guy can't be all bad. I don't want it to make it sound like I just am some kind of Ron Paul admirer. I respect him. I couldn't vote for him, but I respect the man. Rand Paul, not so much. Rand Paul is he's definitely a pseudo-libertarian or a pretend libertarian or libertarian wannabe, and he's a libertarian in a way Glenn Beck would be a libertarian. Very socially conservative and favors neoconservative foreign policy. And those are not signs of somebody I could ever support. So when I think of Rand Paul, I just think of him as another douchebag, garden variety Republican, and a poster boy as to why I don't vote Republican in the very, very, very first place. I can't stand the man. I respect Ron Paul, but I can't stand Rand Paul. Now I want to talk about a man that worked for Rand Paul by the name of Jack Hunter. He was a radio talk show host down in Charleston, South Carolina, and people know him as the Southern Avenger. I've been listening to the Southern Avenger on and off since I first heard of the Southern Avenger, and I think it's maybe just a tad bit unfair to label Jack Hunter, known as the Southern Avenger, a knee-jerk racist, and I will tell you why. First of all, let me just say that I don't agree with Jack Hunter's neo-Confederate politics, his love for all things Southern, even though I'm a Southerner myself. He has too much of this, absolute loyalty to the idea of the Confederacy. And I disagree with him. And definitely joining groups like the League of the South certainly is not certainly not something from my political perspective to admire. But just like Ron Paul, Jack Hunter is not a neoconservative yes man, and he opposes the same kind of war that the liberal left opposes. And he opposes the drug war. He opposes the Patriot Act, the torturing of detainees, and all these areas that are crucial in regard to civil liberties. He doesn't have very nice things to say about the neoconservatives or the Christian right and these types that makes the Republican Party so abhorrent from my perspective. But here's the thing: whatever views on race relations Jack Hunter has that I may disagree with, and people can genuinely disagree on certain aspects of race relations and not be a racist. If you oppose affirmative action, it doesn't necessarily make you a racist. It doesn't make you a racist if you don't agree with Barack Obama on issues of policy. If there are certain, if you don't listen to rap music, which that's where I'm guilty of. I don't listen to rap music. Same token, I don't listen to country music either. But if you have a disagreement over this, that, and the other, and the person making the argument is a black liberal representative in media, what have you, I'm not going to say that's necessarily racism. But here's one thing that can refute the racism that people have accused Jack Hunter of. I've been impressed that Jack Hunter seems to be very critical on Republicans who are obsessed over the birther issue, the Muslim accusation, and Jack Hunter has basically said that the Republicans who are convinced that Barack Obama was born in Kenya or that he's a secret Muslim trying to destroy Western civilization, he's basically on record attacking those people, saying they're a bunch of crazies. And at least when he goes after Obama, he goes after him on policy issues. Perhaps from an opposite perspective from where I do my criticism of Obama. I criticize Obama for not being left-wing enough. Jack Hunter criticizes Obama because he thinks that Barack Obama is just another liberal Democrat. I respect that a hell of a lot more than this Barack Obama is a secret Muslim from Kenya trying to destroy America. Those people drive me bonkers. And Jack Hunter is not that type. And so for that particular reason, and plus, he admitted on his radio show he had a girlfriend at the time he was dating that voted for Barack Obama. So I don't know, or I'm not seem very convinced that Jack Hunter is a racist. I just don't. Plus, I like the fact that Jack Hunter is willing to, on his commentaries and on his radio show, bitch slap Rush Limbaugh, bitch slap Sean Hannity and Glenn Beck, Michael Savage, Mark Levin. And from my perspective, anybody who's willing to sit around and bitch slap Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, Michael Savage, and Glenn Beck are okay in my book. So there you have it, folks. Now, please feel free to comment. Good, bad, indifferent. And we'll start a dialogue. Take care and have a great day. Class struggle all the way.